Good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. Morning, everyone. How's it going? How are you today? Morning, guys. How is it going? How are you today, fellas? Good morning. Good luck today to all of you. What is going on? What is happening here in the markets? What do we have to deal with? 18,700s, we got stuck on 15 minutes by the 200 EMA. We had a very strong move representing in 30 minutes quite earlier in the day from 520s into 860s. I'm sure there was something economically right there that triggered the whole reaction, something external. Let's find out more on the Forex factory calendar for the economical situation for today. We got the retail shares at 8:30 in about 25 minutes to go. Retail sales data. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening. So we got rejected by the 200 EMA on 15 minutes. I'd like to see how does the daily VWAP shows up. We are trading above very nicely. That's beautiful. We are trading above that. And then the open. Daily open is much higher. On 790s. So we're gonna go into the 5-minute chart and try to discover where do we squeeze between the lines here. Right, so we got the giveaway as well happening today. Let me change the color. Thank you guys for joining. Good day, guys. Good day, everyone. Welcome, Oliver. Welcome, guys. Welcome, Dan. Welcome, Strange Nature. Good to see you. Let's see what's happening in the markets out here. This is an interesting moment. Let me just rename my accounts here on Top 1 Futures. Organize my accounts here. So I'm going to copy trade number 1 with number 2, just like that. So number 1 with number 2 will be copy traded. Testing out a
Order
short
filled.
here. And I'm out
Order
of this.
filled.
We made $122 quickly. Quickly securing $122 right there. The market is showing already a decent level of volatility. So we're expecting a lot more to come today. Tariff war continues, and it's going to continue probably for a while, which will shake the markets one way or the other in a really certain way. NVIDIA is trading. Where is it trading on NVIDIA? 104, 105, opening with a massive gap to the downside below the monthly opening. It's going to be interesting. We had a very strong push on gold in the past couple of hours. Good morning, guys. I did close within 10 seconds, correct, because the rule is not a hard rule, which means that by doing it once in a while, you're not going to suffer any consequences. If you abuse of the 10 seconds micro-scalping, you're going to get your account in trouble. But if you do not abuse, it's not an issue. And I'm definitely not going to abuse of that. Morning, everyone. Right, so if it happens once in a while, it's not an issue. But if it happens actually, and that's no longer it happens, constantly, then it's not happens. It is the way you do it, which is a problem. And that is actually a situation for all the props, for all the firms out there. We got rejected here on the 5-minute 200 EMA, so careful on that. Good morning, guys. Red folder news on the US economy. That's how they are set up here. Specifically for the US economy, only the highest impact news that are scheduled, of course. Well, they do represent an important information, a data set about the US economy and the way the markets are adjusted and reactions are pretty much generated as an effect of the news we usually get around this corner. So we have to be aware of them. We have to know all these things. The way you position yourself towards the news is something very difficult due to the fact that bullish news will not always generate a bullish outcome, just like the bearish news will not always generate you a bearish outcome. Determinism is not functioning in trading, like in a 100% manner. Well, what do I see about gold? As long as the current DXI is going down, and look at the DXI weekly candles, it's very unlikely it's going to recover from here. There is 1 day and 11 hours and it's going to close like this without the reaction at a level it's supposed to have a reaction. So as long as the US dollar is having a path to the downside, gold is going to keep increasing. Look at this one. And now you're breaking basically a major structure here that you've been respecting since 2022. You got at least 2.5 years right there of respecting a demand zone on this level. This is weekly candlesticks, right? So you're breaking below this, you're going to free fall. And they might want to do this with a dollar in order to achieve the so-called rate cuts and then take the whole economy much higher. They might need this before that would happen. Bitcoin is also surviving at this level, did an engulfing previous weekly candle. The current weekly candle is undecided, but it's not bearish at the level it is. Back to our Nasdaq. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. Make sure to like the video. Let's take the numbers up. And let's go for the highest today. We did start it, or Tap 1 futures trading quite nicely. Pretty quickly made profit on that.
Order filled.
Testing out a little trade out here. Not requesting that much from this one, about 6 points. And a continuation effect. It seems like we're trading right now in a choppy market. Usually that happens before any major news announcement. So I'm happy to go with the price action all the way back to the top. You see, when you're opening the trades with brackets, your take profit or stop loss could be touched within 3, 4, 5 seconds, so you were not able to control that specific timing. And if you keep trading like that forever, it is a problem. Stop loss is going to be on my entry on this specific one. There is no reason for me to expose.
Order filled.
We got stopped out on my break even. Look at that. This is why it's important to go break even. When you feel you have to do it. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. Based on the price action, basically, based on the momentum trading, based on the technicals that we've got here, there is, for example, the daily VWAP supporting us, reacting so far nicely, also getting suppressed by the upper 200 EMA, so this is kind of an undecided level. But in the way we have been reacting, retracing after the pump we had here, retracing and ranging is definitely not a bearish outcome. So there is room to the upside here, which is why I am happy to monetize some of the longs. Morning, guys. Hope you have an amazing day. We got 12 minutes to go for the retail data. And
order filled.
I am backing along here for a bit of a swing. I do like the way the current candle is pushing. I'm going with the momentum into the 700s. Scalping, micro-scalping, this is what we're doing at this time. With a stop loss below the structure, obviously. I don't want to risk more than that.
Order filled.
And that's it. It has been touched.
Order filled.
Are they going to reject everything at this levels? We're trading the big boy on Nasdaq. That's the game of the moment. I'm a swing trader in crypto. I'm not a day trader. Certainly not a day trader. So I trade things for long term. It's a
Order
beautiful
filled.
reaction. We added a little more to this with a stop loss below. As soon as we break out into 97, 98, the stop loss is going to be on my entry. It's basically on the futures market with contracts. It's different. You're not receiving any specific leverage you decide on, like in other Forex or brokerage type of firms. You're trading basically futures contracts that have a specific value, and each tick, each point has a value as well. So depending on the number of contracts you're dealing with, that's how you pretty much calculate it. It's different here. Beautiful movement. We gotta put it a break even, guys. Break even getting to 702. Almost to the target. Like
Order
a point.
filled.
And we got stopped out on break even. Now this is going to do something. Might push this one back into the 700s, but I'm not going to participate right now. I don't like the way they stopped me out. So you got the minis, you got the micros as well, and each have a different value on each point of their contract, depending how many contracts you trade. That's how much you can expect basically on your take profits when you're dealing with points and ticks. It's a different system where you're not allowed to decide on your own on your leverage. So you're not deciding on the leverage. We had a very good trade earlier. I think this is gonna push above,
Order
guys.
filled. Order filled.
Which is why I'd like to take the liquidity there. Slightly above 700s. We're trading on futures market. Let's go a little bit higher. We had already 3 rejections here at 700. But I'm just 5 points above the liquidity, so that's usually part of the move. End of the day balance for 20% consistency. Someone is asking on my Discord. It's great in the way the balance is actually calculated. Beautiful reaction right there.
Order filled.
Adding a little more to this with a stop loss below the green candle we're trying to build right now. Trading on 3 minutes, which is aggressive. And we're going to increase the take profit. And work around the partial exits very soon. Right, 4 minutes to go for the news. So we're going to increase the take profit. And I'm going to do a limit order exit around 705. If I get that, I'm pretty much happy. Single contract right there. That's when we're going to exit a single contract. And the rest of the 2 will be going for the breakout above 725. Especially that we're going to get the news. I'd like to also be break even for the news. We're going to set it right there on the entry. Yep. I'm aware about the news that are going to come in actually 3 minutes from this time. So I'm going to be fast. Hoping to touch my limit order there to exit out of 1 contract. We got rejected again. What's that? Like 2 ticks away.
Order filled.
Now has been touched. Beautiful. And now we put a stop loss to my entry. And we left the 2 contracts open, guys. 1060 for the upside. And we already sit in profit. We've been down a little bit. But this is very tight, basically. Look at that. It might be triggered.
Order filled.
Yeah, it got triggered. No, the good part is we successfully moved in profit with the account. I mean, I did offer the chance the market to have a good run a little bit higher before the news come out. So now I'm gonna be careful. Less than 2 minutes to go for the news. Retail sales and core retail sales. Then we have Powell speaking at 1:30 p.m. EST time, which is gonna have some influence towards the market. Trading today on top 1 futures and Ticktick trader. We're gonna trade this one too. We're going to trade this account as well. We're trading on 2 instant funding prop firms. Coupon code SCRAMBLE as usually for the maximum discount available. Let's go, guys. And of course, let's not forget about the giveaway we have today. One minute to go. Moving into micros. Switching from minis into micros. Is expecting more volatility. I might trade something, of course. $30 seconds to go. Yeah, for the giveaway, I'd like to let you know a little later how you can participate and what you have to do. It's going to be a little later. Five seconds to go. News will be published here. News are pending. Big volatility. Pending the news. %1.4% for retail sales, higher than expected basically, which represents changing the value of total sales at the retail level. Actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. 1.4, 0.5 as well on the other side for the core retail sales month to month. So this is pretty much looking nice so far. This is looking nice so far, and we don't have a negative reaction from the markets. And it's not even any wild volatility. We've been dealing with a candle here of 20 points of 1 minute. But I'm going to short this one. I like to squeeze basically.
Order filled.
Below 80s.
Order filled.
4 micros. I like to see if we can squeeze into 670s.
Order filled.
5 micros. Stop loss on 703. No, we had some stronger movements, but it was, you know...
Order filled.
Yeah, we got stopped out right there.
Order filled.
This is very interesting for the upside, to be honest with you. Targeting the 20s. Let's go. What a rejection. We took the liquidity from the highs. And we strongly got rejected. I don't like that. I'm out of this trade.
Order filled.
Accepted $50 loss.
Order
I think this
filled.
is going to break a little bit below. And go for the liquidity around 675.
Order filled.
Go for the liquidity lower. I don't think we get stuck on 684. With the selling pressure. Now it's time here to break below 683, 84. Otherwise, we're going to take this all the way back into the highs.
Order filled.
We came into this level on 84 4 different times and didn't broke below, which is pretty weird. Pretty weird. Once again, guys, 1.4% retail sales data and core retail sales 0.5% higher than expected. with a reaction from the market that is pretty much holding on the bulls for the moment. So I'm gonna simply cut it away here. If this is going ugly, I'm gonna cut it away, of course.
Order filled.
Beautiful. Come on, let's push. Time to take this lower than 84. We got 25 micros, short position. If this is going back to 8 to 700s, I'm not gonna like that. And I want to be out of it if this is going back to the upside. Come on, just a little bit lower right now. You can press this. It's very hard to trade right now. It's consolidating indeed. It's ranging here sideways without too much enthusiasm, but I'm going for the liquidity game if I get an opportunity for that. What an ugly price action, guys. We're not wicking at all below 84. We're just taking the markets down and quickly reacting in a very, very prompt way on those levels.
Order filled.
Adding a little more to this. Pretty crazy.
Order filled.
A little more, sitting on 35 micros. Stop loss above the current candle, guys. We have been DCing a lot into this one. I might just get rid of some of my orders. Look at that. Come on. Time to press the pedal, guys. Stop loss on my entry. We're not risking anything on this. I
Order
sold
filled.
5 contracts.
Order
Selling
filled.
another 5. Look at that, guys. They're reversing it right from the 85 holds
Order
again. Nah. They just pushed that all the way. Thank you, Tony. Good luck to you as well. Appreciate it for being here. Today we've got a giveaway as well. Quick scalping, but it didn't work out today as expected. And of course the markets are doing exactly what I've been waiting for. Right after it played me out. Look at the liquidity has been grabbed. So we would have had here $1,000 profit. Just 1 minute after we got stopped out on break even. This is the case scenario where the break even moved too quickly. Look at that, guys. When you play the safety, you also have a disadvantage of that. When you play defensive, you can be in a disadvantageous situations sometimes. Daily VWAP. That's where we are here. So that's an interesting point. Down into 50s. Possibly going a little bit lower here.
Order filled.
At least I can have a nice invalidation point on a short. I like to test levels around 59.
Order filled.
With a 187 profit. Like I said earlier, gold is gonna go up as long as US dollar DXY is bearish, which is still bearish, and it's gonna be bearish for some time from now. Stop loss on my entry, moving this one to a safe place. And I like to see some reaction
Order
there.
filled.
And we made the money on that one, so let's go for a little celebration time. We had a good trade, guy. We had a good trade. That's the name of the game. And these are the beautiful fireworks you gotta be used with. With this one at the end. Right, so we broke below the structure on 50s. We took the liquidity. And now it's time to see what does the market wants to do. I like to speculate some minis. Thank you guys for joining, by the way. We have around 45 minutes till the US opens. And our retail sales are higher than expected, so depends how is this going to be considered by the markets. I guess the most important details this month, we had them around no inflation, which is as exciting as possible for the love and for the need of the rate cuts.
Order filled.
Testing out a quick short here below the structure just to grab the liquidity.
Order filled.
And I'm out of this. We made some money. We made some money with that one. We made $140. We made $140 with that one. Now, let's talk about the golden pocket levels here. That's exactly what we're touching, guys, but it's a reverse golden pocket. So we could bounce from here. We could bounce from here.
Order filled.
And we could speculate some. I'm back in a quick long testing if there is any desire for 5 points movement. If the current 40s are holding.
Order filled.
Otherwise, and obviously I'm gonna be out right below the wick. Let's see if we can force for the fair value gap up to 63. Let's see if we can force this. Where are the bulls?
Order filled.
Adding a little more to this with a stop loss below the current wick of the candle. I like the reaction we had here, so I'm going to be, of course, conservative at some point with this trade. Although I'm a little bit too early in a long.
Order filled.
And we got stopped out. Good morning. I think the golden pocket is going to react here.
Order filled.
Push, come on, push higher.
Order filled.
Beautiful, we touched the profit there. That's $155. We touched the profit there on that rejection. We got the accounts funded for some time already. Not exactly sure about the timing. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed the material. Appreciate it. We are going for the time in a form of scalping, micro-scalping type of trading. Yeah, I don't want a knife catch here, but there is basically a reverse golden pocket that holds and reacts so far. I like to consult the 15-minute. Is not giving us too much about. There is also a nice support trending line on which we have reacted. Well, depends on the risk management and also in the way you feel the market, including the risk size, of course. When you deal with the minis, it is no longer that comfortable, especially when you're so close to the opening. So as a risk ratio towards the reward, I'm not working with fixed ratios. I'm more dynamic on that, which sometimes makes the ratio of a possible loss, but this is just sometimes makes the ratio of the possible loss bigger than the possible reward. So I'd like to see a reaction here to possibly think about a breakout of the resistance trending line, including the 200 EMA line. We obviously need support to deliver around 630s and 20s. But thank you guys for watching, by the way. Appreciate it. Possible reaction here.
Order filled.
So I would be happy to build a higher low here with a breakout. Beautiful reaction so far. Stop loss is going to be moved to my entry. Indeed, Alexander. It's a very, very strange day. Willing to allocate 150 on this one.
Order filled.
And it's not coming through. But we're getting the reaction here. Clearly, the bulls are active around 30s. Let's see if we get an opportunity here around 40s, but I don't think so. Time to see if we break out above 57 into the 60s.
Order filled.
So that's the name of the game I'm going with here. For another 1 minute candle or 2 candles continuation is the name of the game I'm pushing for. Even if we would actually continue down, would it be an idea to take the liquidity on the 60s? We're coming back.
Order filled.
We got an interesting spot right here. We need actually to push with momentum above 57. That momentum is needed, so we could trail and adjust. That's an interesting closing of the 1 minute we had. Time to see this one flying. So you want to zoom in or zoom out, and you can definitely do that from the scroll of your mouse. You can scroll, that's the way I'm basically playing it. Scrolling. Just hold your cursor on the chart and scroll. It's gonna zoom in, zoom out. At the same time, you can change the time frame to whatever minutes you want, hours or days or whatever time frame. Plus, you can organize your elements to be like this on the chart. That's a terrible rejection we got on 55 again. Terrible on the 1 minute. Playing the ugly range here, guys. Let me show you something. We're playing this ugly range here. Right? Look at this. This is beautiful. Let me just delete all that and put it again. Get above that. Look at this. This is where we are. Not an easy day today for trading. Support is not missing from 40s, but the pressure is missing around 55. Yet I'm gonna be pretty patient here. $55, $56 is what has been pressuring us. Thank you guys for joining, by the way. I'm just gonna get rid of a contract. I sold one. I accepted a minor loss. So you can zoom in or zoom out at any chart by using the scroll of your mouse. If we get to the 51, 52, I'm gonna be happy to add a little more to this, but this way obviously not. Great job. Come on, give us a rejection here below 40s again. This is obviously an opportunity. But it's not yet. Putting it slightly below the previous wicks. Look at that ugly selling pressure. Come on. We got 30 minutes to go, guys, for the opening. We're just a few points here away for our stop loss to be triggered on this, mad volatility. Definitely not enjoying that. But we missed collecting here some of the points because I would have been trailing trailing hard onto my safety of the trade. Missed adding a little points on top of it. This is a good looking 1 minute candle we've got right now. Could be promising. Thank you guys for joining. Appreciate it. I'm gonna put my stop loss below the current candle that we just closed, below basically the previous one. That's it, guys. If it goes below, probably it's gonna fall very hard, and I have to do it.
Order filled.
Yep. What an ugly price action level, and possibly reacting here. We're touching basically the support line. So I would not underestimate this one. Surely not. Good morning, guys. $600s would be something that I would bid. And 540s is something that is also considerable for the time the pump has started earlier today. This is a no man's land right now. Welcome, Christoph. Welcome, Aloha Trades. Appreciate it, guys. You got 200 points yesterday. That's a beautiful one. That pays a lot even on micros. $600 is right there. I'm not gonna touch anything right now. We're gonna wait a little more for better opportunities. Do not forget about we're doing a giveaway today. 25k account for top 1 futures prop firm, instant funding prop firm, the place I'm trading, where you can grab your accounts at the 150k is $400, and the payout for this is $5,000 for a cycle, which is a lot. As well, I'm going to trade on my Ticktick trader accounts too, where you will also have the ability to grab big discounts available. Look at the trending line reacting, and there is a 1 minute time to close here for the 5 minute. We might push all the way to the trending line. Good morning, everyone. Appreciate it. Make sure to like the video. Let's take the numbers high. That's going to be one of the main conditions to be part of the giveaways. Make sure to like this one, and you have to be subscribed as well. So it's very interesting if we confirm here support in the trending line. We've been bouncing from this trending line a few times already today. Look at that, guys. Yeah, it's probably US administration where the good time to buy is definitely going to refer to a longer period of time, guys. So the prices we're having today, they consider, of course, extremely discounted to the prices you're going to have in 2026 or 2027. Interesting 1 minute candle here. But in the way the shadows, the wicks are pushing into the bodies of the previous candle is kind of showing lack of momentum. So I'm going to be careful. We've got 25 minutes to go for the US opening. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for watching. Falling or failing markets. We're going to test out an entry here around 610, or even from the current level as long as it reacts strongly. But I'm going to have a limit order on.
Order filled.
We're going to test out along from here. So I like to see if there is any reaction into 610, 611. Thank you, John. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, John. You have tutorials and educational materials on my channel, and any other help you need, let me know, guys.
Order filled.
So we touched our 611, 610. Now we're sitting on 2 contracts. I'd like to see if this one holds, otherwise I'm out. Otherwise, I am out of this. Time to see the bulls pressing it here. That's an interesting reaction, guys. Come on, let's go. All the way back to 654. That pretty much punished us all the way back to 664 on 2 minis. Let's go, everyone. I mean, this could be an interesting 1 minute double bottom if it holds and if it has sufficient strength. We're not going to put the break even right now. This could still have a form of volatility here until it launches. We've been kept doing lower highs so far. This is a continuous lower high situation. We need a few green candles one after the other. Look at this. This is, continuous lower highs here. And if we don't break and continue right now, it's pretty much the same outcome. You're going to suppress the lows here and generate another retest of levels below 600s. Beautiful. That's a beautiful reaction, guys. That's a beautiful reaction, which is getting denied. Yeah, indeed, this is a trade that could nicely pay all the way to 654, so I'm not going to hurry up into this one. But I still don't want to be pressured by the opening, right? Due to volatility and 2 minis is a little too much for the opening. Yeah, the trending line here should deliver something, at least into the 655, and then you can basically come back again to the line and Whether you break below and you continue to 540s and then even lower possibly, of course, or just simply you're just going to construct from here back into the resistance line of this specific downtrend we have here. Let's go for the highs. Come on, we are getting suppressed. We are getting so suppressed right now that we need a 1 minute breakout. It would actually look like this. It's now. About to do it or about to get rejected again. 630s. Good morning, Twister. Good morning, guys. Hope you have an amazing day. Look at the pretty ugly reactions we've been getting. Another rejection, guys. This is not looking good, as we might see a deep 5-minute candle here. Nose diving. I don't want to be part of a nosedive, so at some point I'm gonna cut it off. Lots of selling pressure. But we have a good point here. It's just that the continuation is nowhere to be found. Bulls are afraid right now. Thank you guys for joining. Appreciate it. Make sure to like the video. We're going to talk about the giveaway very soon. Let's go, guys. This is a good 1 minute candle we just had. And we closed on strength. So time to take it up and go with the fireworks. Time to push this one. I'm not going to put a break even right here. I don't want to be stopped out in a situation where trailing could be disadvantageous. Look at this. Wouldn't be bad for the take profit. Wouldn't be bad at all for the trending line that we have here to generate the reaction needed. Finally, we pushed above 30s. Now let's see if we have the ability not to reject. Finally, this is looking promising here. Let me work around the line here that I'd like to break above. This one. Certainly want to break above that. So if we get back to my entry, I'm going to sell one of the contracts. I'm going to only be left with a single contract. Beautiful reaction. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good strategy. Allow it trades. We might have the ability slowly to grind, and then with the volatility on the opening, taking out a take profit before the break even. I'm surely gonna go with a break even on the opening. Look at the ugly move.
Order filled.
I sold the contract there, and it threw me into the lows. So I put a stop loss basically on break even. This is possibly going to touch it. Oh my god.
Order filled.
Yep. $6.34 reacting very strongly. Could be a triple bottom structure here, but I gotta wait it out. This is not looking too nice for me. And this is definitely not looking too bullish here.
Order filled.
I would go for a scalp right below the structure, guys. I would take that chance here. Not much of a profit, but micro-scalping, breaking below 608, getting into 602, and collecting some of the profits. Earlier we had $500 profit for the long, and I was not securing that, so 460 now. If we make it with a 500 previous, could have been around 1,000, and then with another trade like that is usually opening the doors for that kind of recovery. The 5-minute here is not looking bullish at all on the price action, which is why I'm considering this is retesting the 600s. Let's see how deep we can take this. Stop loss to my entry. If we decide to bounce from there, I gotta be out. Oh, just a few points. This is obviously not looking bullish at all here. Trailing below that candle and taking my take profit a little lower. We're trailing in profit right now. We had a very strong 5-minute closing. So I like to see how do we behave below 600s. 596, 10 points from here.
Order filled.
And we got stopped out. We made 90 bucks. Look at that, guys. What a scam. Look at a scam, guys. All the way back to the lows of this candle. So it just pushed. We had our stop loss there. It was 90 bucks in profit, but the idea is that they just pushed and then quickly denied it back. Oh my god. I'm not going to re-enter this one. And we've been trading pretty much correctly. With safety first. Reshorting it here is not something I would feel enthusiastic about it. Especially in minis. And we're just 8 minutes away from the New York, so give me some time. All the good trades today got hit on the break even. And then it went to the direction we have been pretty much trading. Yep. I'm gonna trade on my Ticktick trader accounts as well soon. Obviously you would never long this, but at the same time you should have difficult moments shorting it. So it's a pretty undecided moment. Thank you guys for joining and for watching. Appreciate it. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. We got 6 minutes to go. And this is gonna be an interesting opening after we've been dipping here for some time. Of course, the retail sales accelerated our momentum. Yeah, today we're gonna have Powell speaking 1:30 p.m. EST time, which is gonna receive some traction. This would be an interesting spot, to be honest with. Oops.
Order filled.
Let me test it out here with a stop loss right above the structure if we get a nice free fall into the 590s. Not much about a movement. Now I'm out here. I'll accept one. I'm gonna put my stop loss right above the wick that we just did. And that's it about it. I'll accept $160 there. This is a 1-to-1 trade. Here in the lows, usually when you want to reverse, you can nicely do a wick and then push with strength, but it's kind of
Order filled.
yeah. And we got stopped out. Look at the ugly price action. What an ugly. Expecting a form of recovery from here, indeed. It's just questionable how quickly. But I like to trade the New York opening. I'm so hungry for a round of fireworks. We've got them prepared. Preparing for another trade here. There is less than 4 minutes to go, guys. It's an interesting reaction that we've got there. Welcome, Anton. Welcome, guys. We've got 3 minutes to go for the opening. We had a lot of the trading going on today. We were pretty much non-stop in trades, and a lot of them were great looking, with great potential. It's just that the break even continuously cut it out. And of course, some stop losses, about 4 or 5 stop losses have been hit as well. Yeah, we're looking forward adjusting the numbers from the place we are right now. Also doing a giveaway. A little later, we're going to do a giveaway for the top 1 futures instant funding. 2 minutes to go. Would it be lovely with the opening we got here to take it back into the daily? We were up 665. Look at that, guys. This could be a beautiful opportunity here. We'll squeezing into the lows. So I'm gonna go with some stinky limit orders. Look at that, guys. Right before the opening. Right before the opening. So I'm gonna have an order. This is pretty crazy. Right before the opening, they broke below. Yeah, there's people already cashed out from top 1. I have not cashed out yet. They just launched very recently. Like, they have 10 days online, but their mother company has a few years. So their mother company has a few years in the Forex and CFDs, and they made a new one for the futures, totally separated, which is top 1 futures. I have a review explaining them. You can find out more. There is no limit on the number of trades. There is also a limit on the dollar values that I'm dealing with. So that we've got less than a minute to go, guys. I'm seeking to be in a long, but I'm looking forward enjoying with the volatility of the opening somehow. Yeah, I'm gonna place a limit buy. We've got 20 seconds to go. So we're gonna go 550s, 520s, even lower than that. 10 minutes to go. 550s, 520s. And then deal with a market order if we don't get there. And the opening bell is right here, everyone. Let's go.
Order filled.
Wow, look at the reaction. Look at the reaction. And
Order
I'm
filled.
out of this. We made 300 bucks. Let me see the pullback and then retrade on the pullback. And I just deleted the limit orders because they're making no sense. I don't want to forget about them. Look at a strong buying pressure we got right here. So I'd like to see a pullback. And then I better buy into the pullback. If I get that, if I get the chance, of course. Come on, take this back. Beautiful.
Order
This is a
filled.
good opportunity. Around 600s. Beautiful, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Exactly what I said. Give me a pullback so I can buy in the trade. And then take this one all the way into the highs. Come on. Daily VWAP 665. That's exactly where we put our take profit. 1,325 would be. Exactly. Careful on trades less than 10 seconds. You have to control the whole process. You cannot take advantage of that. Come on, let's go. 20 points from here and we get to our target. This is not looking bearish right now. Let's go, guys. I got a fireworks. I got a fireworks ready. I'm gonna trail. Below this candle, I'm gonna trail this one, guys. Come on, we just have to break above 55, so it's going into the daily VWAP. We're trailing on profit as well, 575.
Order filled.
And we got stopped out in profit, and then the market is pushing all the way back. So we made 500 bucks on that one. Pretty good. Pretty good, but possibly the markets are pumping right now. Look at that, guys. What an ugly, miserable. They just went into 59. No, that's a good trade. Look at how we reacted on the daily. Anything that pushes down here around 600s is going to be a beautiful entry for me. Come on, take this one back into the 600s. Let me go with a limit order there. 2 contracts into the 601. If I ever get that. But we might just break out in the way it is.
Order filled.
Having a little jump here, guys. Going for 656 in the highs. Testing out the wick right there. We're not grabbing the wick.
Order filled.
Gonna be with a stop loss below that, guys. Working towards a nice target. Beautiful. Come on. This is gonna be stopped out and we get cooked. We've actually survived. Time for this one to push, guys. What a price action here. We'll keep getting rejected around 650s. So I'm gonna set a limit order here, 657 of exiting of a contract there in the highs. Come on, guys, do it. 655, actually, I'm out with a contract. I'm actually out with a contract here. And I'm going basically to play that one very tight. Let's just go naturally like that with 2 contracts remaining. Out of it fully. We brought it into profit. Beautiful. We finally brought it into profit there. And we get the fireworks for it. That's the way to go about it. Beautiful. Thank you, guys. So we brought this one in profit. It was a hell of a fight. We were down $1,400. And I'm not going to trade this one anymore today. I'd like to see something if I could trade on my Ticktick one as well. We've got $4,000 here above the max loss. So we have above the main balance as well. On my Ticktick account. Thank you, guys. Now I have to search for an entry. I have to look forward for an entry. Yeah, back to break even from 1,000. What was it? 1,600 back to a little plus right there, 267. Still good for the day to close out in green after going through difficult times. But now this is the one. I like to see some movements here. So 5 minute looks great, and we might take this all the way into the resistance line. We're just about to break out of the daily VWAP. What about the other markets? Nvidia opening with a massive gap to the downside. Look at this, guys. 6.79% gap. 6.79. S&P. Let's have a look into the 4-hour candlesticks for the S&P. What's happening here? It has a gap, but it's definitely minor compared to the way the chart is looking with Nvidia. And it would be a nice higher low as well on the whole thing, right? Continuously going for the gaps and golden pockets. Actually have to recreate the golden pocket which sits here. No. It was not a correct golden pocket that I had. It was from a different structure and different time frame. 4 hours for Nasdaq. With 500s holding it here is just great. Look at the buying pressure we have.
Order filled.
We're testing out a little long there.
Order filled.
On the minis for the big account that we're trading, but they got an ugly rejection. This is the big account where we're trading big numbers. Come on, decent opportunity to get into the 70s again for liquidity, guys. Not more than that. We're not able to break out on an issue, but for liquidity purposes, usually you get into that point and then you retrace if so.
Order filled.
We took some of the liquidity, but our take profit has not been touched. That's not really enjoyable. Come on. Time to press a little higher.
Order filled.
Beautiful, and we got into the profit. $1,440, guys. $1,440, and the fireworks are off. That's the name of the game. I'll have a video posted about today, guys, on a strategy where you can get $10,000 a month. How many accounts do you need to take to payouts in a month to achieve that with Top 1 futures? I'll have a strategy on that one. So this is the way it looks like right now. 1,440. This is copy traded. And this is a pretty good run. This is copy traded here. 2 accounts are copy traded. I have to trade the third one too. And on Top 1 futures, I have to trade the other one as well that I do not have trades for today. So I still have 2 accounts to trade, one on each platform. Because I'm not going to trade this 1,440 today anymore. I'm going to secure this profits. So this is an interesting spot here to test out some liquidity short back into the 600s. Daily we were rejecting us twice.
Order filled.
Working with a single short here, back for the 600s target. This is also a big account, so
Order filled.
2 minis. Come on, let's go for the target, guys. Stop loss on my entry. Selling
Order
one of the
filled.
contracts. Secured $437 in this trade. And going for the target right there. And securing this
Order
one as
filled.
well. $960 made in this one. Let's go for another round of fireworks. Great job. Great job, everyone. Exciting times. 960 here, so on Ticktick Trader we kinda made it all today. 1,440 on the copy traded. The other one has 1,470, the follower account. and then the third one 960, which is sufficient, guys. I'm not going to trade Ticktick Trader anymore today. We made profit everywhere. On top one futures, we've got a 267 profit for the copy trading accounts, but then we have the third account that I didn't trade it. I'm going to go to the micros, of course. I'm going to go to the micros. Possibly coming all the way back to 580s.
Order filled.
So we're testing out a short here, guys.
Order filled.
Let's go. Let's go for 580s.
Order filled.
Stop loss above the wick. You're playing it tight, 77 bucks. I'm gonna accept that. And then 294 for the profit.
Order filled.
Yeah, we got stopped out right there. Lost 85 bucks. Not an issue. Because now the market is pretty much going to my target, right? Look at that.
Order filled.
Come on, just slightly lower.
Order filled.
What an ugly pressure, guys.
Order
I'm not
filled.
supposed to short it over there. We missed the take profit with about a few points, so have to slow it down on that one. This is obviously right now rejecting and then continuing to the upside. Very unlikely to break the low we just created earlier before the New York opening. I mean, we revisited this whole movement, took out the liquidity, and now we can nicely fly if that's the move that we want to do. If we're bullish, we're going to go right now to the upside, easily. We had our nice take profit right there, just a few points away. Do not forget about the giveaway we're doing today, guys. You have to be here for the giveaway. Come on, bring this one back into the 90s so I can relong this.
Order
Beautiful.
filled.
$70, 75, a limit order into 575. And 567, another limit order right there in case takes out the low and runs the other side. Yeah, it's not difficult to recover that. But I've been so close for the take profit. Yeah, pretty much happy for the other accounts too. We managed to do some great numbers. On Ticktick Trader, top one futures looks as comfortable. gonna add a little more to this here. The market order.
Order filled. Order filled.
And they have been filled up. Let's see what kind of reactions do we get at this levels. Are we getting any reaction, or simply this is going to be a nosedive? All the way into 540s. I'm gonna have a limit order there, and 535 as well. If we get to that point, I'm gonna be happy accepting the DCAing entries.
Order filled.
And one of them has been triggered. One of the limit orders got triggered on the 40s. Time to see what kind of reactions do we get here from the starting of the massive pump we had today. Are we doing something? I mean, I like to unrisk a little bit out of this trade. We're pretty overexposed under the size. I don't want to be in that situation for a too long period of time. It has not been touched. Setting this one a little lower, a few points lower, in case we are Gonna wick down. And this would actually be the last one I am DCing into, and then I'm gonna cut it away if it's going wrong. At some point I'm gonna talk about a crypto space as well. Look at this, guys. I mean, nicely higher low here on the opening would be lovely for Nvidia, and then gaining through the massive gap we just created here. What is it today? Is it Wednesday? So Thursday, Friday, including today, we should actually get back to levels around 112. And do not leave anything open here. This is looking pretty slow so far. But we might be able to recover nicely. At least we have a buying pressure here around 30s and 40s that could represent a temporary low. S&P as well. I mean, we broke below with the S&P. It's not a bad sign at the end of the day. In case you care about a recovery. Gold is crazy, guys. Gold is about to break out the all-time high again. Look at the Nasdaq down in 50s. This would be the place to DCA actually if it holds here. But I'm not doing anything there. If my limit order is gonna get touched, I'm gonna be fine. Otherwise, I gotta be out. What an ugly 1 minute candle we had. Oh gosh. It's not been triggered here. No trigger for the moment. $5.29, that's what you gotta go, and then wick back into the 90s.
Order filled.
Good job. It has been triggered. So where is the reaction right now? There's no good reaction. Come on. That's a good move right there. Let's see if this one holds and sticks. We got it on automatic. It has been filled. Yeah, so we just have a 4-hour new opening, as our buddy tells us, which obviously could nicely retrace. But the chart here, the price section, is not looking bullish in the way it sits right now with a 4-hour closing we had. That's not lovely. Yeah, the minor movement we could discover just to trap some of the longs in the highs. Pretty weak reaction so far what we had here. I'll have to exit at some point, of course. Let's find out more if we're capable to protect this level or simply I am gonna be out.
Order filled.
Added a little more to this in case we are deciding to go for a runner, and obviously slowly I'm gonna get out as soon as we get closer to my entry. Part of my contracts are gonna be out of this. Could be a good recovery, but again, feeling a little overexposed. So as soon as I get to my entry, I'd like to cut something away. I mean, earlier with the 2 green candles we had, I was there above my entry and I didn't cut anything. And now we're in a risky situation here. Because the bulls are totally missing, they're not able right now to deliver anything substantial. We might get surprised, but still, nothing shows interesting. The 4-hour closing we had looks bearish. But the current 5-minute and short term could go for 20-30 points easily.
Order filled.
Come on. Now this is the candle that has the ability to deliver something. So I could partially get out of this large contract. You don't want to get rejected there.
Order filled.
I sold some. This is looking weak so far, guys. Could come down all the way into the 500s.
Order filled.
Sold 10 contracts, had to do it. Not too happy about it at all. My stop loss is gonna be on my entry, and simply I'm out of this trade right there. So we're having $188 loss. Recovered something, and I had to cut it away. And I will take this loss, guys. So we traded today 6 accounts, 3 on Top 1 Futures, 3 on Ticktick Trader. What's the performance? Well, on this one, minus 188. The copy traded one has 268, the leader, and then the follower has 156. So 2 accounts in profit, 1 in loss here on Top 1 Futures. Ticktick trader, the leader account that we copy traded has 1,440. The follower has 1,470. And the third one actually has $960. So out of 6 accounts, 5 are in profit. Now, let's do the giveaway, guys. Let's do the giveaway, and you gotta listen. We're gonna do the giveaway as usually. You will have to guess a number. Don't write anything. Do not write anything till the time I'm telling you. You will have to write things in chat. You'll have to guess the number in chat, but do not write anything yet. Please, let me explain you how does it work. So the first guy guessing the number I'm gonna write down and I'll show to the camera is gonna be the winner, but only the first guy. So I'm gonna do a screenshot as well with the chat, and I'm gonna post that screenshot on my Discord. My Discord is here, guys. Here's my Discord. That's the Discord link. That's also the place you have to reach out on a direct message to claim your account, right? So this is a top 1 futures giveaway that we're doing, and you want to go. This is an instant funding. Now, let me tell you the rules. I'm gonna write down a number, and it's gonna be between 0 and 25. You have to think about it and have it prepared on your chat. When I hit the start and you see the start in the chat, you can write your number. You can paste your number. The first one guessing the number between 0 and 25 is gonna be, right? Including 0. So let me write the number, and I'm gonna write down in the chat start, and right afterwards, when you see that, you can paste your number. The first one guessing is gonna be the only winner. You have to like the video. Let me give you 5 seconds. Everyone, like the video, subscribe to the channel. So between 0 and 25. Are you ready? Start. Let me know your numbers. Let me know your numbers. Only one number per person. The first one guessing it is gonna be the winner between 0 and 25. So I'll let you another few seconds and I'm gonna draw a line. Only one number per person, guys. I'm gonna draw a line right now and it's gonna be the end. There you go, that's the end. So this is the number. This is the number. It's number 6, guys. Let me see who is out there with number 6. I think I saw that one. So we have a few guys with number 5. And then we have Gunner. Gunner is the first one with number 6. He is the first one with number 6. You are the winner. You are the winner, buddy. Congratulations, buddy. Number 6 is right there with you. Good job. Good job, buddy. Congratulations. Let's go a round of fireworks for our buddy right there. Let's do the fireworks. Beautiful. That was really enjoyable. That was really enjoyable. So you have to reach out to me on Discord, on direct message, and we take it forward from there. Congratulations, guys. We're going to do more giveaways like that. And obviously, we're going to continue with our live stream show from Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. EST time. Look at the market's reaction here while we talk about a live stream and while we talk about the giveaways. The market is pumping. We're going to continue. All the links and everything, coupon code SCRAMBLE for all the business. You know, guys, max discount. Thank you so much for watching. Friday, we're going to have another giveaway. Friday, we are going to have another giveaway for a Ticktick trader. We're going to give out an account instant funded for Ticktick trader on Friday, guys. What is the target for the 150,000 JCA? Well, it depends how much money you want to make. Markets closed on Friday. Is that true? I haven't checked that, guys. Is it true markets closed on Friday? What do we have on Friday? What do we have on Friday? You want to verify that for me? Let me know, John, what do we have on Friday? So markets closed for Friday. Are they closed or are they open? Good Friday. Oh, true, that's right. Oh. It's like I'm out of my mind, of course. Of course it's closed, of course. Sorry, guys. I'm a little off the way the calendar is these days. I'm a little off, guys. So, it's definitely closed. Then that means we're going to do our Thursday, which is actually tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to do another giveaway on the Ticktick Trader instant funding. Indeed, guys, I'm sorry for that. So tomorrow we're going to do another instant funding giveaway. Thank you so much for watching, fellas. Enjoy your time, enjoy your week. We already started, John. We already started. Time has come earlier today. And we're enjoying it. So once again, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. We're looking forward to it. Have a good time.